Just a thought, but Iroh, Boomy, Zhongzhong, Paku, and Sokka's master all probably would have been Team Avatar if Aang had actually trained to be the Avatar 100 years prior to the show and survived the fall of the Air Nomads.
Look, Jet may have the diet of a fucking barn animal, and he can't take a rock to the chest to save his life, but I cream my jeans no boner every time he takes Katara up this tree.
What the fuck? Who in the hell put the muffins in the freezer?
Alright, I've seen lots of Avatar The Last Airbender stuff recently. I love it, but all I'm saying is people have been real quiet about some of these characters that are a little too similar. First up, we got Aang. Everybody loves Aang, he's the GOAT, but do we all realize how much he looks like Kuzan, the Fire Nation kid? Next, I'll admit, people seem to have recognized this one, but Lee from the tea shop in Ba Sing Se and Zuko, bro, they look exactly the same. Let's get some originality. Come on, Nick. Now this one, everybody says Katara, she's one of a kind, she's amazing, she is all those things, but nobody wants to acknowledge that she looks exactly like June Pippin Patalopsicopoulos. Come on! Sokka, another great original character, but he looks just like Private Wangfire. May he rest in peace. This is just a fact. Nicolas Cage is Toph's dad, Lao Beifong.
Well, the people have spoken. Come on, Sokka. We both have socks on. It's fine.
I'm about to go off. I realize that most of my channel is just me ranting about fictional characters, but this needs to be said. If you ship Zootara and not Katang, that just shows your emotional immaturity. And here's why. To say that Katara and Aang shouldn't have ended up together negates some of the biggest plot points of the TV series. I mean, the season 2 finale was about him deciding whether or not to unlock his chakras or save Katara. And he chooses to save Katara because he loves her. And before all you teenage weeaboo girls come in the comments and say, but Zuko's so hot. Look at this man. Look at this man. Are you telling me he didn't have a glow up? Zuko and Katara have about like 9 episodes to make googly eyes at each other. Since episode 1, Katang had been developed. And the funny thing is, I don't think my boy should have ended up with Katara or May. He should have ended up with Jin from Ba Sing Se. She made him happy. But all my Katang people out there, show this video some love.
Appa. 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 Momo.
Okay, let's talk about the Fire Nation for a second. Yes, they are terrible. Absolutely terrible. However, they do something better than other benders. And that's treating non-benders as valuable parts of their society. Part of the reason the Fire Nation was so successful for so long is because they used non-bending techniques as part of their military plans. Creating those machines was a huge step forward for the Fire Nation, and it was because they didn't rely solely on their bending. Now that might be because their bending is easily trumped by other types of bending. But unless Toph had mastered metal bending, the Fire Nation would have won. And let's talk about the gang for a second. Sometimes Sokka is treated as a second-class citizen or not as powerful as the rest of the members of the gang because he doesn't bend. Azula's 2 most powerful friends are non-benders, and she treats them just as badly as she treats everybody else, but it's not because they're not benders.
I'm not good enough for you? You're hurting my feelings.
Don't let the cave-in get you down. Don't let the falling rocks turn your smile into a frown. When the tunnel's as darkest, that's when you need a clown. Hey! Don't let the cave-in get you down, Sokka.
Time playing with knives. You're not even good.
Hot take. Zuko kicks ass. Zuko's storyline in Avatar is one of the greatest storylines ever made, and fucking fight me on that. But my favorite thing about him is that things don't come naturally to him. Azula is called a prodigy, and she's just very, very naturally good at shit, and Zuko is not. It takes work, it takes time, it takes practice, and he puts it in. Not a single other character in the show shows the level of proficiency that Zuko does across the board. Zuko is the personification of try again.
I failed. No, I loved watching you. That's who you are, Zuko. Someone who keeps fighting even though it's hard.
Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
A lot of people say The Great Divide is the worst episode in Avatar, but I have to disagree because it teaches one of the most important lessons I have ever learned from Avatar in my entire fucking life. If two people are being petty and annoying as shit, just fucking lie to them. To lie to them and leave.
Avatar memes part 2. Katara in every fight scene. I'm a healer, but the new Avatar being born and having relearn all the elements. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Find a nice girl. She is starting to like you. She turns into Moon. She turns into Moon? You're an airbender, right? Yeah. Do you know the Avatar? Well, of course I know him. He is me. Tour guide, don't worry. You are safe in Ba Sing Se. The walls are so strong, even the dragon of the west couldn't hope to get in. Uncle Iroh. Aang, when he's being nice to everyone but Appa gets stolen. And now you've officially carried it too far, buddy. Katara demanding water, Momo doing his best. I'm a wanted man. That's impossible. You weren't even a wanted child.
Hey bitches, I just turned 18, which means that no one can legally stop me from having sex with the moon. So fuck everybody, especially the moon. I'm on my way, baby.
Aang, this is all my fault.
No, Katara, it isn't.
Yeah, it kind of is.
They want a Lola. She feel like the ocean, like a drink and smoke some Doja. And I feel like smoking.
I wanted to highlight a cultural detail. You see her fingers in the front? It actually has great cultural significance. There's me and you can see my fingers are pointed in the same way. This gesture is called 剑指 in Chinese, which translates to sword fingers. It originates in Taoism in China and has become important in Chinese martial arts as well as Chinese dance, which is what I've been trained in my whole life.
These little altercations always get me.
What? What is what?
Cue everyone looking concerned at Aang. Oh, look right. Oh, who's gonna make a plan? Oh.
In my day, Jin the Conqueror threatened to throw the world out of balance. I stopped him, and the world entered a great era of peace.
But you didn't really kill Jin. Technically, he fell to his own doom because he was too stubborn to get out of the way.
Personally, I don't really see the difference. But I assure you, I would have done whatever it took to stop Jin. I offer you this wisdom, Aang. Only justice will bring peace.
All the Indians, Bengalis, Pakistanis, everyone that's brown that watches Avatar The Last Airbender always tries to, say that, oh, this community in Avatar is the brown people. No, this community is the brown people. These communities are the Indians. Nah, there was only one character in Avatar that was actually freaking brown, like South Asian, like he was Indian as fuck. Like, are you guys just gonna forget that this guy existed in the show, man? He's not from any kingdom, bro. He's just Indian, bro. There's probably some little island of India there. Like, first of all, like, ignoring the fact that he's got the heaviest Indian accent, the dude's name is Pratik. Pratik, man. But not gonna lie, even though he had a short appearance in the show, he's still, like, one of the sickest characters, man. Him in the spirit world and shit. Oh.
I wonder if Iroh, after watching all the kids change and save the world, finally made peace with losing his son. Because he really was like the best dad on the show, and even off the show.
Hello everybody, today we are going to talk about who in the Avatar series can drive a car. Absolutely not. Too much responsibility. Zuko knows how to drive, but he cries when he gets behind the wheel. Sokka can drive, but he drives a CRV that always smells like beef jerky. I think Katara can drive, but she never gets her license because she doesn't believe in the DMV. Toph could, but she chooses not to so she can bother Sokka into driving her places. Of course Suki can drive. Iroh can drive, but he's the kind of old man who doesn't fear death, so he drives at like 30 miles over the speed limit and plays Jimmy Buffett way too loud. Unpopular opinion, I think Momo can drive, but it's, this car. This is the car. Azula can't drive. What are her parents going to teach her? May can drive, but she's not going to drive you anywhere, so don't even ask. Ty Lee can drive, but she'll cry if you try to make her park.
In Book 3, does anyone else feel a little suspicious that Azula knows that Aang is alive?
Unless you think he somehow miraculously survived.
Because in the first couple episodes, Azula kind of hints that she knows by always asking Zuko if he knows something. I think Azula kind of gets a joy out of this by torturing him because of this scene in particular.
What could I possibly gain by letting you get all the glory for defeating the Avatar? Unless somehow the Avatar was actually alive. All that glory would suddenly turn to shame and foolishness.
She clearly knows that Aang's alive and is just doing this to torture Zuko. Because also in the beach episode, I feel like this was all a plot of Azula to try to get more information. See, look at that look. And then everyone's bombarding him with this question, trying to make him feel more guilty for his choices and keeping secrets. Yep, Azula knows.
Alright, in my last video I talked about why Aang and Katara were so good together. And you betcha the comments blew up! People were saying, oh, I just got brother and sister vibes from them. And he was too young. In the words of Asan Khan, he didn't stay 12 forever. But a big excuse people have been using is Katara never liked him back. Wrong. Season 1, Episode 9, The Waterbending Scroll. Season 2, Episode 2, The Cave of Two Lovers. Season 2, Episode 18, The Guru/Crossroads of Destiny. Season 3, Episode 2, The Headband. Season 3, Episode 10, Day of the Black Sun. And finally, Sozin's Comet Part 4, Avatar Aang. How many times did Zuko and Katara kiss? Oh right, 0. Plus with the Headband episode, my boy Aang got moves. First she playing shy, and then she's like, oh yeah. In the first season, she did instinctively mother him, but she grew to love him.
Look, obviously the real answer to the question is that Aang and Korra had wildly different training, surroundings, upbringings, and adversaries, and that trying to compare the two and decide who's better is ultimately pointless. But gun to my head, Korra bodies Aang any day. Sorry.
Dance like a god. Dance like a god. Dance like a god.